Hey guys, I'm back with another video. If you guys don't know who I am a Dolphin repair technician at a local pool store in New Jersey called Pelican Shops. I've worked there for 7 years in terms of repairing cleaners, and doing so has really gotten my knowledge to be able to help you guys figure out what the difference is between these endless amount of units. We're going to look at the MSRP, obviously what Dolphin says it should sell for. Pool cleaning, is it going to clean the floor, walls? Is it going to clean the water line as well? Can you set it to do just the floor, just the walls, and so on? Warranty length, 24 months, 30 months, 36 months. How long is Dolphin going to cover this thing for in terms of if it breaks? Suction rate, 4,000 gallons per hour versus 4,500 gallons per hour. The next thing, number of motors, 2 motors versus 1. Drive motors, some will have 2, some will have 1. All will have 1 pump motor, which is what provides that suction, that vacuum effect for the cleaner. But some are a little bit stronger than others. Usually, if a model has 3 motors, 2 drive, 1 pump, it's got 2 drive motors and an upgraded pump motor. So stronger performance overall. It moves faster, scrubs harder, and it vacuums harder as well. Filter types. Some are going to be a basket design, much more convenient, holds a lot more debris. But some are going to be cartridge design, which is a slightly older design, less room for larger debris. The cartridge design, in my opinion, does clean a little bit better because there's 2 entrances. There's 2 cartridges. There's 2 holes for that stuff to go through to get to the filter compared to the basket, which is only 1. Fine filters versus ultrafine. Let's get into that really quick because it is important. Fine filters are like a very, very thin screen. View those as your whole pool. There's a lot of dirt and leaves. Use those fine filters for that. But the second your pool is clean, those fine filters aren't really doing much for you. A lot of that microscopic stuff you can't even see is going right through them. 90% of the time, you're going to want to use ultrafine filters, which is what Dolphin has in some of the boxes included. Some models will come with both fine and ultrafine, therefore making it a better value for you. Keep that in mind, that if you're only using those fine filters 10% of the time, you're going to want to get the ultrafine filters down the line, either separately or get a unit that has them in the box. Another note to mention here, Dolphin only has 2 filter types, fine and ultrafine. There are a lot of sites online that like to confuse people, myself included when I first heard of it, where they include different keywords like nanofiltration. Nanofilters are ultrafine filters. It's just a simple marketing ploy to make it seem like that model's the only one that has a nanofilter on it. In reality, it's the same as the ultrafine filters. If you go to Dolphin's website and try to find the word nanofiltration, it's non-existent. They only use the vocabulary of fine and ultrafine. The next thing we'll look at too is filter access, if it's from the top or do you have to flip that whole thing over to get to it and take it out from the bottom. Cycle times. Some cleaners will go 2 hours, 3 hours, 2.5, 1.5, so on. Caddy included. Is the caddy included or is it not? The active brush. The active brush is something that is very important and is often overlooked. The active brush is a brush on the cleaner that spins faster than the motor, so it's actively scrubbing. It's not just rolling over debris because the motor's turning those brushes. The active brush spins at a much faster rate, stronger, more powerful brush that's going to get stains, a lot of scum lines off the top of the water line, and just in general is putting elbow grease into what it's doing. The Wi-Fi app, are you going to be able to control it with the app or not? And weekly timer, can you set it to do once a day, once a day, once every other day, 3 times a week, so forth. So let's start with this video. The first column, and for the sake of the chart, if it's on the same column, it's the same unit with a different name, just sold by different stores, usually. Dolphin sells through distribution, so each distributor that sells to different local stores or sites have their own version of the same thing, essentially is what it is. Some robots are online only, some are in-store only. that will also affect on what you are looking for online. Most units can be found online. If you really look, there's going to be local pool stores that have listings. For example, Pelican shops will have a lot of the brick and mortar units listed online. All you have to do is call to order and they can get one out to you. Where the online models are, of course, going to be on Amazon and stuff like that. One thing I will say, in regards to the MSRP on this chart, a lot of brick and mortar models have rebates on them. So essentially, you could save even more money off this MSRP if you look for the cleaners with the rebates, if that makes sense. Brick and mortar models usually have more involved and more value than the ones that you could simply get on Amazon. So this video is going to kind of hopefully break that down a little bit. So the first column we're looking at is the Nautilus CC, the E30, Advantage, and Cayman. It has an MSRP of $599. This unit is the only unit on this chart that does not have an anti-swivel cable, and it has a smaller cable overall, only being 50 feet. It is ideal for pools up to 33 square feet. It'll only do the floor and walls. It does not do waterline scrubbing. 24-month warranty, 4,000 gallons per hour, one drive, one pump. So it's your normal weekly maintenance cleaner. I view the cleaners with only the two motors as weekly maintenance, really only geared for keeping your pool clean. The heavier duty units, 3 motors, stronger pump motor, moves faster. I view those as heavy duty cleaning. They're going to be able to handle a lot more when your pool is dirtier. Less running overall. If you have an S200 or one of these Nautilus CCs, be prepared to run it more often to get your pool clean in the spring or whatever, compared to an M400 or an M600 down the line, which we will get to. The filter type on this first column is a smaller basket overall. So yes, you are getting the basket convenience, but less room overall. And it only has one brush. These 4 units only have one brush. It's a much smaller machine. However, I included it on here because a lot of people are attracted to that price point, which I understand completely. And you know, it is a good value for that price. It's just don't expect the most out of it, if that makes sense. Does not come with a caddy. Does have that active brush, no Wi-Fi app, and it has the weekly timer. The next unit on the chart is going to be the Nautilus CC Plus at $799. Floor and walls is what it covers. No waterline scrubbing. It'll get up to the waterline. It's just it cannot consistently stay up there. At the $799 price point, it has a 30-month warranty, which is one of its strengths. It's the only unit with a 30-month warranty. Where it falls behind and where I view makes it not a good value is 2 things. Only fine filters included in the box. Does not come with a caddy. The other huge downfall is there is no active brush on it. It's just 2 normal brushes spinning at the rate the motor's spinning. So that's the other downside to that. No waterline, only fine filters, and the no active brush makes it not that worthy when you can compare it to the next rung up, which although is more expensive, has the value there to make it worth it. That extra $200 isn't going nowhere. You're getting that active brush. You're getting the waterline scrubbing. So let's go over that next one. The Triton PS, Advantage Ultra, Proteus DX4, and Explore E30. At the $999 price point, you're getting a full-fledged basket design, active brush, 2 brushes overall. However, it does not come with the caddy and does not come with ultra-fine filters. The next rung up, the S200 Quantum Active 20 and T35, $1099 is the price point, and it comes with the ultra-fine filters in the box. So apples to apples, Triton PS, that 3rd column, comparing it to the S200 and the 4th column. The ultra-fine filters are going to be the difference there. The next rung up, the Nautilus CC Pro and the Explore E30 with Wi-Fi. Same MSRP as the S200. What is the difference, you may ask? It's a trade-off. The CC Pros gain the Wi-Fi capability. Although it is a very watered down Wi-Fi capability. All you get is the scheduling and the manual drive. You don't get the cycle changes. You can't tell it to do just the floor. It's just the scheduling and manual drive. The CC Pro gains the Wi-Fi, but throws away the ultrafine filters. So you lose the ultrafine filters in favor of the Wi-Fi. If you're looking for Wi-Fi at a cheap unit price, go with the CC Pro or the E30 with Wi-Fi, maybe get the ultrafine filters at a later date. All right, so we've gone over the first 5 columns. Let's go to the next one. The next one is going to be a big one in terms of going over details. The Premier at MSRP at $12.99 is one of the most popular units that Dolphin makes. It's an online-only model and is heavily pushed in a lot of articles saying it's the best unit online. You know, it's today's best voted unit. The Today Show it has a lot of awards. Personally, I do not think those awards are genuine. Those articles are not genuine. When we look at the statistics we're looking at, you'll see that it's not as valuable as some people will say. MSRP of $12.99. The strength it has is it has the longest warranty around this price point, 36 months. So if you're looking at the standard units, that is the strength. It has the longer warranty and it does everything the other standard units are doing, except it does not have the cartridge. It does not have the basket design. It does have a higher suction rate, which is good. 2 motors, 1 drive, 1 pump still. This unit is an older design. Came out in 2008, actually. It is a bottom loader, so you have to flip it over to empty it out, and it is still a bag cartridge. It does come with ultrafine and fine filter cartridges as well, but it heavily relies on that bag in terms of marketing. The bag design. There is a reason why Dolphin does not make it anymore in any of their new models. It's an obsolete design. The bag may seem like it's a lot of room, but remember, you're still contouring it and putting it inside the cleaner, which makes that bag therefore smaller because it can only get as big as the space that it's in, if that makes sense. Just keep in mind that there are better values out there, especially since the caddy's not included. There is no active brush, which is the biggest downfall of it, and no Wi-Fi app. The next unit in line is when we're getting to the deluxe side of things, which is the Triton PS Plus, Advantage Pro, and Proteus DX5i. Keep in mind that the Triton PS Plus, the Proteus DX5i, as well as the Triton PS and Proteus DX4 I mentioned earlier, are not made this year. The reason why they are included is because they were discontinued last year. However, there is a lot of leftover stock for them. In terms of cleaning, you got floor, wall, waterline, or floor only. The Wi-Fi on this unit allows it to be dictated to say, hey, just do the floor only on this cycle. So the Wi-Fi upgrade allows it to be customized a little bit in terms of floor only versus floor, wall, and waterline. 24-month warranty, 4,000 gallons per hour, still single drive motor. Basket design, but only fine filters. Filter access top. Cycle times 1 hour or 2 hours. No caddy included. Active brush included. Wi-Fi app, weekly timer. S300 Active 30 T45. $13.99 price point. When you're comparing the Triton PS Plus in that first deluxe column versus this, why would you want to go with this over the column before it? It does come with the caddy, and it comes with the ultrafine filters in the box. You also have the chance to get rebates on it. The next column on this line is the Sigma. The Sigma is another popular model online. It's mentioned in a lot of articles and so on. Let's break it down. Pool cleaning, floor, wall, and waterline. Warranty length is 36 months. It has an MSRP of $14.99. Forgot to mention that. Suction rate, 4,500 gallons per hour. Number of motors, 3. This is the first cleaner that has dual drive motor capability and an upgraded pump motor. Filter types. It is a cartridge design, but it comes with ultrafine and fine filters. Filter access is top. Cycle times, only a 2.5 hour cycle time, which isn't bad. That is a long cycle time. I'd rather have a cleaner running longer than only for 2 hours or even 1 hour. The caddy is not included at this price of $14.99. It does not have an active brush. So you're only getting a cleaner kind of just lulling over debris compared to scrubbing. The Wi-Fi app is included, of course, and it does have a weekly timer. These three models, the Sigma, the CC Supreme, and the M400, have the same MSRP. We need to really deep dive these. I encourage you to deep dive these models, look into these three. The Sigma is often promoted online as the newest unit. In reality, it came out in 2016. It's just very clever marketing done by whoever sells it. As long as the nanofiltration I mentioned earlier also being mentioned, it's just an ultrafine filter. There's no difference between nanofilters, quote unquote nanofilters, and ultrafine filters. They are the same thing. When looking at the Sigma and comparing it to the CC Supreme, at the same price, what is the difference? The CC Supreme gains the third brush, has 3 brushes overall, and one of them is an active brush. Already, for the same price, it's a no-brainer to go with the CC Supreme over the Sigma. 1.5 hour cycle, 2 hour or 2.5. You have that ability to change it. The next unit in line is the M400. Once again, the same MSRP, $14.99. Same design, cartridge design. They're all the same design between these three. However, the M400 has the caddy included in the box with the unit at the same price as the Sigma. The M400 also has 3 brushes total, one of them being an active brush. So when looking at these three, really, ideally, realistically, technically, you want to only look at the Nautilus CC Supreme and M400 in terms of value for yourself. The M400 even more so because it's usually going to have a rebate on it because it's an in-store model only. However, like I said, if you do your research on Google, stores will have them. It's just a call to order type thing where you have to call them, order it. The next unit on the line here is the Explore E50. Explore E50. This one is available online and in stores. It's part of the Explore line, which is one of those omni-channel lines where it's available in store or online. This model is going to be basically an upgraded version of the Advantage Pro Proteus DX5i. Upgraded version. What do I mean by upgraded version? Floor, wall, and waterline or floor only. So more customization in terms of the Wi-Fi. You're also getting a pickup mode. A lot of the stuff here is software based. The only physical upgrade you're getting is going to be this extra insert for the basket. So dual filtration. You are getting better filtration. When your pool is spotless, this thing's going to be filtering even more when you do it. It does not come with the caddy. Next unit, S400 and Active 40. What is the difference between this and the E50? Nothing except for the caddy. These come with the caddy in the box. The E50 does not. That is the only difference. Next up is the M600 and Active 60. These two units are Dolphin's fusion between the basket design and the dual drive motor design, the power that the M400 has. It takes the power of the M400 and the dual drive motors and puts it in the convenience of the basket design, the weaker version of it. This is the best of both worlds, convenience and power. MSRP of $18.99. Pool coverage. It's going to have everything. This is going to have everything you want. There's only one unit above it that has something else. But this is everything that you could possibly get without one thing. So it's going to have floor, wall, waterline, or floor only. This also has a waterline only. So you can tell to just do the waterline. I just couldn't fit it here. Obviously, it would have gone off the slide. Warranty, 36 months. Motor, 3. Has an active brush and a normal brush. Caddy is included in the box. They get the extra insert for it, and they have the pickup mode. All the Wi-Fi features are unlocked here. Pickup mode, waterline only. It also has the disco mode, which is like the lights here will just flash a bunch of different colors. You might not view it as, you know, there's definitely bells and whistles on this model, but the value is there to make it worth it. The caddy being in the box, 3-year warranty, basket design. I would say if you really value the basket design or just want the best of the best, M600 or Active 60 for sure. It's the best of both worlds. The only unit sitting above it is the Explorer E70. So for $100 more, what are you getting? You're getting a temperature sensor, which will tell you the temperature of your water while the robot is running. That is the difference. So keep that in mind in terms of value. If you want the best of the best, technically the E70 is the way to go. That does it for the corded units. Next, we want to focus on the cordless cleaners that Dolphin has made last year and this year. When comparing these, the color is different on the chart because I don't want them to be compared to the corded. You cannot match the cleaning power of a corded cleaner with a cordless cleaner at this point. The downside of cordless cleaners, although it fixes the cord problem, is charging time and battery life. Something that is often seen in a lot of reviews for cell phone videos is now being a topic in a robotic pool cleaner vacuum video. Look at the first Liberty 200. $799 is the price tag. It used to be $999. All these cordless Dolphins kind of lowered in price over the last year. Liberty 200 at $799 is going to do your floors and walls. Has a 24-month warranty, 4,000 gallons per hour. Number of motors, 2. It does have that basket design, but only fine filters. The other thing to keep in mind with these cordless cleaners, they're meant for smaller pools. And that's the other thing with that is smaller. Think smaller. If you've got a 50-foot square pool or a pool measuring, 45 feet long, don't look at these because you're not gonna meet the same performance standards as a corded cleaner. It's going to be a much smaller basket compared to your normal S200, Active 20, or even an M600 basket. Filter access is the top. It has a 1.5 hour charge, and it does a 1.5 hour cycle. So every time you use it, you're going to have to charge it. That's the case with pretty much every cordless unit on the market at this point. Liberty 300 is $200 more, sits at $999. Floor and walls, or floor only with the Eco mode. 24-month warranty, 4,000 gallons per hour. Same stats as the Liberty 200, except it comes with the clicker, which is basically this tool where you put it in the water, you click it around, and the robot's going to climb the nearest wall for it to climb. And then you grab it like that. That way you're not either swimming in to grab it or using the hook that comes with all these units. The other thing is it comes with the ultrafine filters, which, like we said and stressed earlier, is going to be what you're going to be using 90% of the time. So it's good that it comes with the box. Liberty 400 is yet to come out. It's been delayed a couple times. It's supposed to come out in April 2024. That has an MSRP of $1149 at this point. It has a 36-month warranty, which is huge, and ultrafine and fine filters. Basically, what are you getting for $149? You're getting the Bluetooth app and the longer warranty. That's the differences. So that basically does it for the comparison chart video using the chart. If you ended up buying a cleaner, let me know in the comments below, or if you even have if you have questions, will it work with this pool or whatever, comment it below and we'll figure it out. I'm on the comment section daily and I check and answer daily. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you don't and you ended up buying a cleaner, let us know which one you bought. It does help me with the algorithm. Subscribing helps me with the algorithm as well. It really helps. I'm trying to hit, I did hit 1,000 last year, so I'm hoping to hit 2,000 or even 3,000 this year. So hope the video helped. Hope it works. Hope the cleaner works that you end up getting, and hope it has a long life. Have a good one, guys.